for tonight's coin toss. Joining the team captains at midfield this evening is Mr. George Branderville of Spotswood, representing Lakewood View School, four-star football league. The Union County All-Stars have won the toss and have deferred their option to the second half. The Middlesex All-Stars will receive. And now, ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we ask that everyone rise. And before we play our anthem, we ask that you observe a moment of silence. The Union and Middlesex County coaches, cheerleaders, and football players ask that you remember Marissa Rose Tafaro, the beautiful and charismatic daughter of Home News Tribune sports writer Greg Tafaro and his wife Cindy, who was taken from us way too early. The helmet decals worn by our players and the purple bows worn by our cheerleaders ought to remind us of her everlasting spirit.
Testing, 1, 2, testing. Testing.
Test 1 2 1 2. Test 1 2 1 2.
Test 1 2. Test 1 2. Test.
And welcome, St. Joseph media listeners, to our broadcast of the Snapple Bowl featuring the Middlesex County All-Stars and the Union County All-Stars. Carson Beckett alongside Max Chadwick bringing you today's action. Max, what are you looking for in this game? We have two of our own St. Joseph Falcons playing in this one.
Yeah, absolutely. I know we're here as a more of a neutral media site, but it's definitely going to be cool to see Luke Akeley and Roderick Carson, two captains of the football team, two guys who led the team to a 9-1 season. Going to be cool to see them, but a lot of other All-Stars in both counties. This should be really interesting. Some guys are going to be playing on Saturdays next fall as well.
Yeah. And as the first kickoff looks like a flag has been thrown offsides on the kicking team, which is Union County. Middlesex will receive the ball first.
Yes, this will be interesting to see the Middlesex County offense first. We're not going to see either of the St. Joe's players, Roderick Carson and Luke Akeley. Both of them will be playing defense, which is the side that they'll be playing in college. But it will be interesting to see us on the offense. Like we were talking before, Andrew Brzezicki from Bishop Bar is having a monster season, Carson. So I'm going to look at him early and often. He's going to Bentley University D2 school, so he's going to be a good player to watch today.
And back to receive the kick for Middlesex County All-Stars is number 3, Keyshawn Henry of Woodbridge High School. He is a slot receiver by trade, and he is here today returning kicks. He has 1 return touchdown on the season, so he is an explosive player. Look for him to take this. But instead it is not Henry who takes it.
It's Deshaun Smith, looks like.
And a good return. He takes it to about the 33-yard line before he is gang tackled by the Union County Special Teams unit.
So it's going to be interesting to see what quarterback comes out first. Will be Justin Turner or Tyler Layton here today. Both of them all division quarterbacks.
Yep, Justin Turner of Edison in the red division, and Tyler Layton for Colonia in the white division.
Both of them dual sport athletes. Layton was a pitcher at the baseball team, and Justin Turner actually averaged 10 points per game on the basketball team as well.
But keep in mind that Tyler Layton of Colonia is much more of a running quarterback than Justin Turner. I mean, he had about 168 rushing yards in the year, 4 rushing touchdowns compared to Turner's 2. So, and
it is Layton, yeah.
It is Tyler Layton of Colonia High School under center. They're taking it from the shotgun in this first play. And he hands it off to number 5, Michael Liberty. And he has a huge run on the left side for an 11-yard gain and a Middlesex County All-Stars first down.
Yeah, that's Michael Liberty. He's committed to Rowan University Division III school. He's showing off that spin move right there. He rushed for over 1,000 yards this season, an all-red division running back. And Sayreville had a very fantastic football season, a lot of it due to him.
Yeah, despite, he's only 5'8", 165, not the biggest frame for a running back, so it's more of his speed and agility that allows him to pick up those yards. And looks like Layton will take it from the shotgun again. First and 10 from their own 44-yard line, and it's a fake bubble handoff back to Liberty, who gains about nothing.
Yeah, nice tackle on that play by number 8, Chris Burns from Union. He's first team all Watchung division. He had 12 sacks on the year. He got around the corner pretty quickly to make that tackle.
Yeah, that he did. It was a well-executed fake bubble screen, but the defense was on top of it. And, these are the All-Stars. You would expect them to be aware of where the ball is at all times.
Exactly.
And as it is now 2nd and 10 from their own 44-yard line, Tyler Layton is alone in the backfield, and the slot receiver is in motion. There he goes. Ooh, a fake cut around the outside, and he's going around. A lot of running, but 0 gain. Maybe a yard there as he's tackled.
Yeah, Keyshawn Henry couldn't find anything on that play, and called to be a 3rd down and long here for the Middlesex offense.
Yeah, and 3rd and long is one of the worst plays for any offense in football.
Yeah, it might time to see the arm from Tyler Layton here on 3rd and 9.
Yeah. 3rd and 9 from about their own 45-yard line, trying to get to their opponent's 46. And as a coach, I think you have to throw the ball here.
Yeah, absolutely.
The call. Let's see. We have, as far as receivers go, Keanu Reed on the right side split with Tristan Weathers of Colonia on the left side. Here's the screen pass to number 22, Andrew Brzezicki.
So there he is, making usually a runner for Bishop Bar, but he's making an impact out of the slot right now for the Middlesex offense, and first down Middlesex.
Yeah, huge play down the right side for about a about a 12-yard gain, 15 maybe. And now it's 1st and 10 from their opponent's 39-yard line.
Usually, Brzezicki's a big play receiver. He's averaging 46.3 yards per reception, which is ridiculous. Only 3 catches, but 139 yards and a touchdown out of them.
It's very impressive. And he is under shotgun again. This time, Quatarius Bird is a running back. He takes a handoff, and he is hit hard, but not before he gets an 8-yard gain down the right side.
Yeah, once again, Chris Burns laying the boom on that hit. Like we said, first team all Watchung division. He had 25 tackles in the year. Gets another one there.
Yep. And as Tyler Layton receives the call from the sideline, he has to be happy with how this drive is going so far.
Yeah, they're moving down the field. Only about 6 minutes in, so there's a good time-draining drive right now, and Union County office is still standing on the sideline.
And this snap is going to be from the right hash on about their opponent's 32-yard line, 2nd and 3. And he takes a snap, hands it off to Bird. Bird runs through the hole, and a huge hole it is for about an 8-yard gain and a 1st down for the Middlesex County All-Stars.
Yeah, it was Max Michelle that got the tackle there. He's a guy that was first team all Watchung division as well, Carson. Almost every player in this game was either all first team all division or all conference.
Yeah.
So a lot of really good players in this game.
And that's what you would expect in the Snapple Bowl. This is the premier game for any Central Jersey football player.
Exactly.
Only the best are here today. As Layton takes it from the shotgun, hands it off to Bird. Bird finds a hole to the right side, and he is tackled for about a 4 or 5-yard gain.
Yeah, once again, Michelle on the stop.
He has been everywhere today so far, early on in this drive.
Yeah, I mean, the linebacker, he has 14 sacks on the year. And also a pretty good running back for Elizabeth High School this year as well, but he's making his impact on the defensive side of the ball as a linebacker.
And as Cordius Bird checks out from Middlesex, Andrew Brzezicki comes back in as the running back. The all-conference stud for the Bishop Bar, the school right down the street from St. Joe's. And he has been Bishop Bar's marquee man for the last 3 years.
Absolutely.
But is Michael Liberty to Layton's left in the backfield, taken under gun. Brzezicki as the wing back, and a flag is on the play before the snap.
So we're just singing the praise of Max Michelle before that. He's the one that jumped off sides there. So a couple great plays from him, but then one bad play right there.
Yeah, an excellent hard count there by Tyler Layton, showing some of that veteran presence on the field. And now it will be 2nd and short from their opponent's 17-yard line. Middlesex is now in the red zone for the first time today. Looks like Middlesex comes back out in the same formation, Layton in the gun, and he hands it off to Liberty, who takes it up the middle, and he is pushed around for about no gain, maybe even a gain of a couple yards, it would seem.
Yes, here on 3rd down, I mean, it might be time to go to the big guy, Andrew Brzezicki, and just let him pound it in to get that. Oh, they're going to give him the 1st down.
Wow.
Okay.
I thought that would have called for at least a measurement.
Yeah.
It's like a generous spot there by the referee, and it is now 1st and 10 from their own 14 or their opponent's 14-yard line.
You see, we haven't still seen much of the lefty gunslinger, the southpaw Tyler Layton yet. We're going to see if we can get him in the red zone here, see his arm.
He had the one completion to Brzezicki for the 1st down and 3rd and long, but he hands it off here to Liberty, and Liberty goes and is tackled for a very short gain, possibly half a yard.
Once again, Chris Burns and Max Michelle, just the two guys that are making almost every tackle for Union County defense. And coaches before, Carson, said that the Middlesex coaches especially said that they're going to try to pound the rock as much as possible today. And you're seeing on this opening drive only one pass play because it was 3rd and long.
And they've rotated all between Liberty, Bird, Brzezicki. All of them have gotten touches this series.
Exactly.
And as right now we have Bird in the backfield to Layton's right. And look for another handoff here, and the play action fake. He rolls right, and he tries to find the fullback, Carlton Coleman of Monroe High School, but it is overthrown. 3rd and long coming up.
Yeah, so still only 2 pass attempts for Tyler Layton right now, and on 3rd and long, we're going to see probably the 3rd one here.
Yeah.
See if they let him air it out a little more. Both his pass attempts were quick, short screens to the running back.
Yep. But it looks like checking in the game. I believe there's a running back in the huddle. Lots of receivers. So let's let's highlight some of these receivers. For Middlesex County All-Stars, the receivers that were selected to this game were Tristan Weathers of Colonia, Keanu Reed of Edison, Nick Yannick, also of Edison, Alex Cameron of East Brunswick, Keyshawn Henry of Woodbridge, and Jack Keenan of Spotswood. Leighton has it, with the gun, rolls to his left, and he's looking, and he finds his receiver who gets tackled short of the first down. That was Tristan Weathers of Colonia.
Yes.
About a 4-yard gain, and now it's 4th and 6.
So you're talking a little bit before about Spotswood kid and Jack Keenan. We're going to see another Spotswood player here in Ryan Sakowski, the kicker today for Middlesex County.
Yeah. And kicking is a very underappreciated part of high school football, I feel. Having a good kicker for any high school team makes all the difference, as this one is up from the left hash, and it is wide right, no good.
So that was about a 28-yard field goal for Ryan Sakowski. His career long is 31 yards. His long this season was 26 yards, so he was 3 for 3 on the season, but he misses that one there. So not really a deep ball kicker, but he has been consistent in a short area, and I just missed that one there.
And now here comes on the Union County offense, along with the Middlesex County defense, featuring 2 of our St. Joseph Falcons, Luke Yakeley and Roderick Carson.
Yeah, in interviews, the defensive coordinator for Middlesex County was raving about Luke Yakeley, saying that sometimes he wouldn't know what to do on a play, and Yakeley would say, no, you know what, we're going to go on this play, coach, and it worked. So Luke Yakeley, a really smart and a really athletic linebacker.
And here goes the handoff to Al Tariq Jones of Union High School. Goes to the right side and gets about a couple yards.
And that was actually Luke Yakeley that made a stop there. So like Coach said in the interview, he said that Luke Yakeley's been around the ball all the time in practice, and he's known the plays. He's even made checks on the plays too. So he's a really smart linebacker, always around the ball.
And I think that intelligence on the field allows him to make him and his teammates just much better. Knowing where the ball is going to go, being able to read the offensive lineman, figure out where the lane's going to be. He's a very intelligent linebacker.
Yeah, he's a team captain for St. Joseph for 3 years since a sophomore. You never see that from Coach Ranstone. It's always the seniors, and he's been a captain since he was a sophomore.
For the Union County offense, it's Brian Albachinski who takes a snap and throws a slant route to his receiver, connects for about a 12-yard gain. That was Kevin Miller of Hillside High School with the reception and the first down for Union County. And now Albachinski is now leading a drive of his own.
Yeah, Michael Barletta.
And now it'll be 1st and 10 from Union County's own 38-yard line, it seems, 39 maybe.
That's interesting because he used Michael Barletta as a wide receiver. He's actually listed as a defensive back in this game. So he's actually going to be playing both ways, even though he...
And he fumbles a snap. Albachinski, no one's fallen on it yet, and it looks like there's a scrum at the bottom who recovered that fumbled snap. Middlesex says they have it.
They had it, and then one of the players who had it tried to get up and run with it, and he lost it again.
And they're calling 2nd down. That one was recovered by the offense.
Yeah, missed opportunity there. You can see on the replay as number 52 for Middlesex County, Even Robinson, just tried to pick it up with one hand and start running, and he should have just fallen on it.
Yeah, but instead it is now a 2nd and very long. 2nd and 16 from their own 33-yard line.
Yeah, coaches teach the big men, the big linemen. They say just fall on the ball. Don't try to pick it up. Maybe the defensive backs can try to pick it up, but usually for linemen, they say just try to fall on that ball.
Yeah. The old scoop and score drill, not applicable there. As right now you're just trying to get possession. Albachinski lines up in the shotgun, trips left. And he drops back, rolls to his left, and he's looking, rolls very wide. Finds some space, and he slings it deep. And it is almost intercepted. A huge missed opportunity there by Middlesex.
Yeah, Brevin Donnerson on that play. He's 3rd team All-State, but somehow he's not. He's only All-Red Division and not All-Conference. So Brevin Donnerson, a guy who somehow makes a 3rd team All-State team, but does not make the All-Conference team. Doesn't really make any sense, but a nice play by him to break that up.
Yeah, very good play. If you watch the replay there, it was in his hands, and he just couldn't corral the ball.
Yeah, one of the top cornerbacks in the state this year was Brevin Donnerson. from Piscataway, and a really good year. 3 interceptions and 2 pick sixes as well. He'll be going to JUCO Lackawanna College, which is the same college that Bears wide receiver Kevin White went.
3rd and 16 now. They might just run it to try and get in better field position for the punt.
Yeah.
But then they drop back, and Olbachinski rolls right, and he throws another one deep, and he has a man open, and it is caught. What a play by Drew Stevens of Roselle High School. The incredible play. Now Union County All-Stars are in the red zone at their opponent's 20-yard line. A huge play.
Yeah, the Union County, I guess, has a lot more confidence in Olbachinski's arm than Middlesex has with Layton's arm, because they're letting him air it out right now. It's come on big for Union County, big first down.
Yeah, that was about a, I'm trying to do math, 47-yard gain, I believe. And what a throw by Olbachinski, and an even better catch in traffic by Drew Stevens. First team All-Valley Division on the year. Almost 1,200 receiving yards and 15 touchdowns.
Yeah, Olbachinski's no more as a dual-threat quarterback, not really a really good pocket passer. He's showing it off by reeling out and throwing it deep there.
And Union now is about to line up in the I with Altrique Jones in the back. And never mind, we have a timeout, it appears. Timeout, Union County. They use their first timeout of the half.
Yeah, it's interesting because Olbachinski, you would think, is he's first team All Mountain Division, so you would think he's one of the quarterbacks. No, he's actually first team All Mountain Division on defense, as he was amazing this year on defense. He had 5 interceptions and 2 pick sixes on the year. So first team All Mountain Division, but not as a quarterback, as a defensive back.
Yeah. But also, this Cranford quarterback, throughout the year, he was allowed to throw the ball, and his coaches over at Cranford, they gave him the opportunity to throw. Sure, he had 16 passing touchdowns, 10 interceptions, a 55% completion rate, but he's throwing the ball a lot in that offense, which will lead to some of those interceptions. 1,500 passing yards on the year as well. A very good season, a very trusted quarterback by his coach.
What's going to open it up is now Middlesex County defensive backs have to back up now because of the deep ball. That leaves Olbachinski room to run. He had almost 1,350 yards rushing on the season too, so he's a guy to definitely watch out for. If those D-backs go back because of the deep ball, he might have some room to run.
And now we have Union County in the I formation. And they take the snap, and it's a reverse. And he finds a lane to the left side, and he cuts, and he gets tackled. A huge tackle there by A.J. Smith of Rahway High School, but a great, Davian Ellington of Woodbridge High School. That was an incredible run there for Union County to give them a 7-yard gain, and now it's 2nd and 3 from their opponent's 13-yard line.
Yeah, nice run there, but even better tackle there from Dave and Ellington. He's all white division as a defensive back, and it's a really good touchdown-saving tackle there from Ellington.
Yeah. Now it's 2nd and 4. Let's see what Union County draws up here. So on the first 2 possessions, both teams have gone in their opponent's red zone.
Yeah.
Interesting to see very much offensive production so far.
You know, about a minute left here in the first quarter.
Olbachinski in the gun. And it's snapped directly to the running back. And he gains about 3 or 4 yards before he is tackled. Great play there by number 21, Nick Fischetti of A.L. Johnson High School.
Yeah, 954 yards on the year, first team All-Valley Division. He had 4 touchdowns, averaging 10.4 yards per carry. So definitely got to watch out for.
10.4 yards per carry. That's one of the highest averages I've seen in my broadcasting career.
Really good lacrosse player, too. He had 18 goals and 10 assists on the Johnson lacrosse team.
And now it is 1st and goal from the 9-yard line. Olbachinski lines up in the gun. 2 receivers to his right. A wing back and a running back to his right. And he hands it off. That goes to number 6. And he finds a huge lane, but he just can't find the end zone. That was Tariq Jones with the carry.
Yeah, Tariq Jones averaging 8.3 yards per carry. A lot of these running backs here are just, that yards per carry average is way up. You never see that for running backs. And, I mean, they're getting a first down almost every time they touch the ball.
Yeah, both teams have just a very stacked lineup depth at the running back position.
Mhm.
2nd and goal now from the 3-yard line. 22 seconds left to go here in the first quarter. As they line up in the I formation, Tariq Jones as the tailback. A.J. Smith as the fullback, and Tariq Jones gets a handoff, and he is tackled. An excellent play there by number 27, Jaylen Harris of South Plainfield High School.
Yeah, Jaylen Harris is all GMC this season, and you can see why right there. 3 sacks on the year, 113 tackles, and a really good tackle for loss right there on Tariq Jones.
And that play will end the first quarter at the end of 1 here at Kane University. It is Union County All-Star 0, Middlesex County All-Star 0.
Yeah, it's interesting. Middlesex County is 14-9 against Union County in the Snapple Bowl, and this Union County won last year 13-7. And what's really interesting, Carson, is that there is talk between the GMC conference and the Mid-State 38 conference, where all these Union County players play. They might join together and make one big super conference. So if that happens, you can see these two teams having guys that play against each other, not only in the Snapple Bowl, but also in regular season football as well.
Which would be very interesting, because like the current dynamic we have here is you play within your county.
Exactly.
So you play against these players all year, and if the Snapple Bowl, you're on the same team for one game.
Mm-hmm.
And if we join into one huge super conference, that would just change the entire dynamic.
Exactly. So you'd see more matchups like this in the regular season. This is just an all-star game that you don't really see these players play against each other unless it's in the state playoffs. But now they're talking about making one gigantic conference with a GMC and Mid-State 38, and it would be huge. And the Snapple Bowl would just have a lot of the same players playing against each other.
Yep. And the teams have now switched sides, and Union County's about to resume play here on the 5-yard line, 3rd and goal. This will be their last chance to try and find the end zone, assuming they go for the field goal if there is a 4th down.
This will be interesting what they do here. Oblachinsky's had success throwing the balls. We're going to see if they let him throw it again here or give it to Tariq Jones.
They're back in the I formation with Tariq Jones as tailback and A.J. Smith as the fullback. And Oblachinsky rolls out, and he finds his man, and that fullback, A.J. Smith, drops it in the end zone.
Yeah, he took his eye off the ball for 1 second. It looked like he was going to try to dive into the end zone. While he was doing that, he lost the ball. You got to keep your eye on the football there. As you can see on the replay, he just lost at the end.
A nice play fake finds his fullback open.
Now, Carson, in the NFL, that would be reviewed as whether or not it's a catch, because nobody knows what in God's name is a catch anymore. So that probably would go on to the review. Unfortunately for us, we don't have a review board.
Just ask Des Bryant. No one knows what a catch is anymore. But it is now 4th and goal, and Union County will go for the field goal.
So Sakowski is 0 for 1 today. We're going to see if their new kicker.
And that one is up. And it is also wide right. So the first 2 possessions on both teams, they both get in the red zone, and they both miss field goals wide right.
Yeah, if I could be mistaken, I think that was Deontay Freeman that kicked that. Yeah, it is Deontay Freeman. So he's an all-conference linebacker, and he's going to have to play kicker today as well. He's going to Division III McDaniel College to play football. So yeah, 2 pretty easy kicks. Unfortunately, John Sott's not out here kicking 55-yarders. They could have used him right now, but 2 relatively under 30-yard kicks, and both misses right now, so still tied at 0.
John Sott, St. Joe's very own kicker, punter, receiver extraordinaire, who just committed to Harvard to play his collegiate football at the esteemed university. And now Middlesex takes a snap. And in at quarterback, we now have Justin Turner of Edison, as he takes a snap and runs to the left side for about a yard or 2.
Yeah, I think it's going to be interesting. It is an all-star game, so it's not like you have a set starting lineup. All the players are going to get in the game. So it's going to be interesting to see if they rotate after every series or maybe quarters. Or I don't know how Middlesex County. It looks like it might be every series now.
With the way this game has been flowing, there's only 1 series a quarter. So.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. We'll see if Middlesex County lets Justin Turner air it out a little bit more than they let Tyler Layton. He had much more success throwing the ball this season than Layton did, so we're going to see if they let him air it out.
They're in a makeshift pistol formation as Turner takes the snap, hands it off to Liberty. Liberty to the left side, in between the tackles for about a yard on the carry.
So Turner had a really good year this year. He had an all-red division quarterback, over 1,700 yards passing, 60% completion rate, 16 touchdowns, only 6 interceptions, and 2 rushing touchdowns. And he also averaged 10 points per game on the basketball team.
Yep, a very talented player. While we have this quick break in the action, a huge thank you to Marcus Borden and the event's organizer and Kane Live, especially Asia Hunter, who helped set us up today. We had a few difficulties when we arrived, but thanks to the help of the Kane University staff, we were able to get up and rolling.
Yeah, it wouldn't be a St. Joe's Media broadcast unless we were scrambling last minute, so.
Yeah. Turner has it in the shotgun, and he's scrambling around, rolls right. He's looking for a man, and he tries to cut back, but he is sacked. What a play there by the Union County defense. Number 26, Max Mitchell there with the sack of Elizabeth High School.
Yeah, he made a lot of tackles before in the secondary. This time he gets a sack there. It's a guy that's really good for Union County, and he had a penalty before, but he's doing really well here.
And now it is 4th and very long, 17, I believe, for the Middlesex County All-Stars, and they will punt it away.
Yeah, so now Sakowski again is going to punt it. He's the one that missed the kick earlier.
And this punt goes about 30 yards, and the return is negligible if that. And Union County will now regain possession at their opponent's own 36-yard line. The return there by Keanu Reed for about 3 yards.
So a new quarterback here, Jaylen Harris III is going to come into the game here. He had a fantastic season. He had over 2,200 yards, 24 touchdowns, only 3 interceptions, almost 70% completion rate.
Yeah. That stat line is one that even professional quarterbacks would love to have.
He's all-time leader for Roselle High School in passing yards and with over 4,000 and touchdowns with 48. He's going to Division II Lincoln next year.
And he lines up here in the gun. Terrence Anderson, now the running back. And he takes the carry. Runs for about a 3-yard gain up the middle, tackled by a swarm of Middlesex All-Stars.
And Harrison's actually playing with a few of his wide receivers. Drew Stevens is one of them, obviously. And he has some other guys on the offense, too, that he's going to throw to. But the Drew Stevens connection has definitely been lethal for Roselle High School, and we're going to see if they let him air it out to his favorite target, Drew Stevens.
It was Stevens who had the 40s-some-odd reception earlier in the game from Albachinski, and now with Harrison at quarterback, the connection should be even more dynamic as he lines up in the slot, Drew Stevens on the right side. He takes a snap, and he finds Stevens a bubble screen and a nice spin, and then 2 spins in a row to turn what should have been a no-yard gain into about a 4-yard gain. And now it is 3rd and 5 from their opponent's 31-yard line.
Yeah, Michael Matus from John F. Kennedy High School made the stop there as the outside linebacker.
Drew Stevens, the 5'9", 170-pound receiver from Roselle, signed to Division II Virginia Union College, as he will continue his football career down in Virginia. And he lines up in the slot to the left side this time. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. As Harrison takes the snap, drops back, tries to find the slant, and he does connect with number 15, Kyrie Rogers of Linden High School.
Yeah, you fit that in a tight window there. Nice throw from Hairston.
Yeah. If you watch replay, here he was well covered. I thought it could have been even intercepted, but a nice play on the ball by Rogers to secure the catch. It's almost an identical play to that famous Malcolm Butler interception. However, this time, Doug Baldwin or Kyrie Rogers was able to step in front of the corner.
Yeah, it was almost identical to that. That was a fantastic play. I mean, that got rid of one of the greatest plays ever in Jermaine Curse. Nobody talks about that play anymore. It's like the North Carolina shot before the Villanova shot. Nobody talks about that either.
Not Marcus Page, was it?
Yeah, I think it was. Marcus Page, yeah.
Well, the reverse handoff goes to number 22, Kevin Miller of Hillside High School, and they lose about 3 on the play. Yeah, so many great plays in sports history that are just forgotten.
Yeah, because it's another great play after it. It stinks to be on that end of it, but I think they'll be fine making millions of dollars.
Yeah, well, UNC got the championship a year later.
Yeah, I think they're just fine.
The Seahawks secured their ring already. So both those cases,
yeah,
still get a championship.
The fan bases are more than okay with how it ended up.
Drew Stevens lines up in the slot to the left. Kyrie Rogers also on the left side as Harrison takes the handoff, looks to his right and throws a deep one to the end zone. Tries to find Ryan Bakey, but just a tad overthrown. Could not find the outstretched hands of Bakey.
Yeah, usually a pretty reliable receiver. He had 735 yards this year. Also a fantastic player in baseball, 5 home runs. But yeah, Bakey's actually going to one of the few guys in this game that's going to a Division I school. He's going to FCS Bryant University, and just could not corral it there.
Well, earlier we saw the Roselle to Cranford, or the Cranford to Roselle connection with Albachinsky to Stevens. This time it was Roselle to Cranford, and Harrison's trying to find Bakey. Just not quite the same chemistry as a low snap. Harrison takes it, finds his open man, wide open, Drew Stevens. And he just waltzes into the end zone. This little dive at the end for the touchdown. And the first points are on the board for Union High School, or Union County All-Stars, pardon me.
Yeah, like you said before, they try to go with the Roselle to Cranford connection. They probably should have stuck with what was working all season. That's the Roselle to Roselle connection. Harrison to Stevens, been working all season for Roselle. Why not just try it again in the All-Star game?
Yeah. An excellent wheel route there by Drew Stevens, who was left practically wide open.
Yeah, he had to hurdle a guy at the end. Pretty athletic play, so it wasn't easy getting in, but Stevens made the play, and 6-0. First points on the board.
And here they are lining up for the extra point. Hopefully this kick won't be wide right like the two others so far today. It is up, and it is good.
Yeah, it's Nick Arcieri now from Greerly as a kicker.
Tack on the extra point, and now the Union County All-Stars lead Middlesex County 7-0 with 6:25 left to go here in the first half.
Yeah, you can see on the replay here that Stevens was just left wide open. I can't see the number there. It looks like number 15, I think, that had the coverage on him. But yeah, you can see as he tried to hurdle into the end zone, Stevens was on that wheel route, just left it wide open.
I believe it was 75, the defensive end, German Pimentel of New Brunswick High School.
Oh, sorry, that's probably not his assignment. So this is a mistake by the Middlesex County defense. They're going to try to get back here on offense.
Excellent route, excellent pass, excellent touchdown by the Roselle pair.
And like you said, Carson, I mean, we talk so much about how great these players are, but one thing that's really underrated in this game, not so much the talent, is the chemistry. And you saw the chemistry there. Harrison Stevens has been working all year for Roselle, and they have such great chemistry. And you saw that touchdown pass right there. So guys that like usually not so much chemistry, they've only been practicing for about 2 weeks together. But the guys that have been playing with each other for 4 years, you can see that they work really well together.
Yeah. And now Union County is here to kick it off. Back to Middlesex, we have number 4, Jashai Smith, back to return. But instead, it is...
I think it's Henry.
Yep. As he returns that to about the 22-yard line.
Oh. Well, shout out Snapple, who's not only sponsoring this game, but sponsoring our broadcasters right now, is keeping us hydrated up here.
Yeah.
It is muggy out, Carson, so that's going to be something to watch out for today is how will the heat play a factor. It's cooled down a little bit, but still a little muggy.
Yeah, today has been one of the hottest days of the summer. I believe it reached 96, 97.
Yeah. So it could be interesting to see if it affects the players at all. Usually in an all-star game, players don't play that much, but we'll see.
Well, usually a lot of football games in the regular high school football season, especially up here, end up being very cold. There's been a
complete opposite now.
Yeah. As
it's like Henry again.
Whoa,
late hit. That should be a flag. It is.
Yeah, a coach got flipped over.
Yeah, the coach got a little bit involved there as well.
Keyshawn Henry took it to the outside and got hit very late.
But that coach, not only is there all-star players on the field right now, the coaches are also all-stars, so you can see the coach pops right back up after that hit.
Yeah. And again, another shout-out to Snapple for sponsoring both the game and our hydration. And here's real fact number 47 from my own personal Snapple cap. Giraffes have no vocal cords. So if anyone was wondering, that is a fact.
And mine is marine mammals swim by moving their tails up and down, while fish swim by moving the tails left and right. Wow. So not only are we broadcasting a football game, you're also learning some stuff today.
And knowledge is power.
Knowledge is power.
You're welcome. After that 15-yard penalty, it is now 1st and 10 from the Middlesex County 47-yard line. As Brzezicki takes a snap and he goes up the middle and wow.
He just crushed a defender, just hammered him
He did play some quarterback this year for Bishop Bar as well as running back.
Yeah, Wildcat. They ran a lot of Wildcat this year. They didn't have a consistent quarterback. You can watch in the replay here, Brzezicki just lays the boom, puts down the shoulder, and runs over the defender right there.
Here, boosh. Oh, wow. It's impressive display of brute strength.
And not only is this guy a brute, really, like you said, extremely strong, he's an extremely smart kid, too. He has a 4.2 GPA. Really one of the smartest kids in Bishop Bar, and he's also the star athlete of almost every team he's on.
Yep. And he takes the Wildcat snap again and gains about a yard up the middle here.
He's essentially the Luke Yakeley for Bishop Bar, Brzezicki is. I mean, really smart kids, really good head on their shoulders, and also extremely talented athletes in multiple sports.
And even in football, multiple positions he's talented at. Quarterback, running back, fullback, kicker, punter, linebacker. He does it all.
Yeah. Yeah, and Brzezicki, like we said, he went 31-5 in wrestling. He was first team all GMC in wrestling, and also an honorable mention baseball player as well. So look, he's been busy all year for Bishop Bar.
As he lines up alone in the backfield again, there's a whistle on the field and timeout Union County All-Stars, their second of the half. We have 4:50 left to go in the second quarter. Union County All-Stars leads Middlesex All-Stars 7-0 off a touchdown pass from Jaylen Harris III of Roselle to Drew Stevens of Roselle High School.
So Carson, I'm still only a 7-0 game with about 5 minutes left to go in the half. So a lot of running, been a pretty quick half because both teams have just been pounding the rock. So you think we're going to see any more Middlesex County's air attack today?
Well, I think if the game continues like this and we come to the fourth quarter and still like a 7-0 or even a 14-7 type game, we'll for sure get to see either Justin Turner or Tyler Layton air it out deep. And I think that will be an impressive show to watch because both these quarterbacks for Middlesex, very talented, very strong arms.
Absolutely. And I think the Middlesex guy, I think Layton actually has a couple receivers of his own. Yeah, Tristan Weathers, and actually Turner has two receivers of his own.
Yep, Keanu Reed and Nick Yannick.
Yeah, Nick Yannick. So both guys have some, like we said before, it worked out for Union County with the chemistry between Stevens and Hairston.
And Brzezicki fakes a handoff and gets swarmed in the backfield for about a 2 or 3 yard loss.
It's interesting. They're running that Wildcat 3 plays in a row. Usually teams run a Wildcat for maybe a play and then go back to a regular formation, but they've been running Brzezicki up the middle for 3 plays in a row now.
Well, you saw whenever Brzezicki is lined up as quarterback, you can assume it's going to be a running play.
You still can't stop it, though.
Yeah, well, the first play we saw it kind of caught Union County off guard, got a nice gain. Next 2 times, you know a run is coming. They've been blitzing 7 or 8 both times.
So now a punt from Sakowski again.
This one, a deep punt. Caught around the 15-yard line, and he runs, and he's going up the left side. An impressive return there by the Union County return man, number 3, Chris Mccreary of Elizabeth High School.
See who comes out at quarterback. It looks like we're going to go back to Brian Oblachinsky, who had the pretty nice deep ball before, but Harrison's the one with the touchdown pass. We'll see if Oblachinsky can try to match him here.
Yeah. Both of those big plays were to the same receiver, though, Drew Stevens of Roselle High School.
Star of the game for the offense.
Definitely, if we had to choose an MVP right now of the game, I would pick Drew Stevens.
Yeah, halftime MVP, yeah.
Yeah. The 4 minutes, 5 seconds to go in the first half MVP.
What does he have, like 2 catches for probably, what, 70 yards now?
Yeah, 60, 70 yards, I'd say, in a touchdown. They line up in the I formation, and they do a little counter action, hand it off to Tariq Jones, who bounces to the right side. The stiff arm allows him to gain an extra 2 or 3 yards, and it is a gain of about 5. Union County now has it at their own 36-yard line. 2nd and 5, trying to get to their own 41.
Yeah, that was Ellington that got stiff on that play. He was, you can see in the replay, he did bring him down, though, so it wasn't really a big highlight.
And now it is 2nd and 5 as Tariq Jones checks out of the game. Number 21, Nick Fischetti, now checks in as the running back.
So you can see the Falcon duo of Roderick Carson and Luke Yakeley are both in the game right now.
Roger Carson at defensive end and Luke Yakeley at linebacker. So take it from the gun, direct snap to the running back, Fischetti, who takes it for about a 3 or 4 yard gain.
A little extracurricular activity there from Middlesex County is looked like number 60 for Middlesex County. Got into it a little bit.
And it is now 3rd and 2 from the Union County 39-yard line.
I think they're just probably going to run it again here. It's been working so far, and
we have Obashinsky back at quarterback with Tariq Jones back in as his tailback, lines up to his right side. As he takes the snap and fakes the handoff. It's like an option play. He kept it and lost about a yard. There seemed to be some confusion there.
Yeah, it looks like an option play just went wrong on that play. And Ellington, nice tackle there to save from first down. So now Middlesex County is going to have a 2-minute drill. I think they're going to call timeout here. Yeah, timeout Middlesex. So 2-minute drill now. We're going to see who comes in at quarterback, and they'll have 2 minutes and 6 seconds to try to get 7 points on the board, or 3.
If you just watched the replay, you saw there was a little bobbled handoff there as Tariq Jones went to keep it, and a late pull away there by Oblashinsky caused him to have to pause to regain possession and cost precious time, allowing the defense to penetrate into the backfield.
Now, I can't see if their punter is in there. Yeah, it looks like they will punt it.
It appears that it will be number 4, Ryan Bakey.
Yeah, so a lot of different specialists here for Union County. It's really just been Sakowski from Middlesex, but Union County's been having a rotating group of specialists. Yeah. They didn't. None of the All-Stars are specialists. They all play on offense or defense.
And the fake punt. The snap to the personal protector, who takes it and he gets the first down. He's going down the right sideline. As that was number 21, Nick Fischetti, with the carry, and a huge gain that caught everyone off guard.
Yeah, he has 954 yards, 10.4 yards per carry on the season. Really nice fake punt design there.
See, it was a direct snap, but then the handoff, too, to the other personal protector.
That threw him off because they thought they were going to run to the left and run to the right.
Very well executed play there by Union County. And now it is 1st and 10 for their opponent's 43-yard line.
So now Oblashinsky will have a 2-minute drill with 43 yards to go.
They should be able to get at least in field goal range.
Yeah, we'll have to see because both kickers have been struggling from short so far, so they've got to get really close or try to get a touchdown out of it.
And the motion man for Union County takes the handoff to the left side, and he bounces all the way back. He is just running around out of room, and he's still up.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, not a really smart play. He could have got some yards around the left. Instead, he tried to cut it back again and then cut it back again after that. You can see on the replay. So it didn't work out so well there. He got a couple yards out of it. Nice Justin Beckett showing off the jukes there, but
it was the hardest fought half-yard gain of his career.
Yeah, he had 470 rushing yards. He's listed as a wide receiver. A lot of end arounds and direct handoffs to wide receivers today from both sides.
Oblashinsky lines up in the gun. Tariq Jones to his left, and the motion man is Beckett again. Drops back, finds Tariq Jones on the screen, and he is tackled immediately for about a 1-yard loss.
You know, we're talking about Drew Stevens being the MVP for Union County offense. You have to talk about David Ellington has been all around the ball today for Middlesex on defense, and he makes a great tackle there. He's really just been all over the field today.
Yeah, the Woodbridge High School strong safety has been just about everywhere. The strong safety position at the high school level, at least, is very important because you have to be a linebacker almost
And then,
to stop the run, but also have to have that pass coverage. As we saw there, very smart, found the ball, read the play, made a tackle for a loss.
Yeah, it's now 54 seconds left on the 44-yard line. We saw Oblachinsky make a deep throw earlier today. Right now on this drive, it's been any throw that they've done has just been kind of like a screen. We'll see if they air it out again with Oblachinsky.
Yep. As Union County used their last time out, it is now 3rd and 11 from their opponent's 44-yard line. So we can assume this is going to be a pass play, I think.
And you got to watch out, like we said before, number 1, Drew Stevens. He has about 2 catches today, probably around 70 yards and a touchdown. Got to watch out for him today. We're going to see who's covering him. He's going to the left side of the screen. Might be playing in the slot.
Yep. And then to the right side, you have Ryan Bakey of Cranford, who's been playing with Oblachinsky all year long. Look for maybe that chemistry to work or to be in effect here. Line up in the gun, trips left. Bakey, the lone man on the right side. And it's a low snap. He gathers it, and he's immediately under pressure. He runs to his right side, running way back, trying to find a man, throws it up, and is almost intercepted, but ends up going off the knee of Justin Beckett.
Yeah, Ellington right through his hands. Beckett thought he's going to intercept it or at least tip it away. Not a great play by Beckett because he didn't have his hands out there. He probably could have caught that.
Yeah, Beckett. I think Beckett just assumed it was going to be
Yeah, exactly, yeah. So, but once again, like we said, Davian Ellington around the football, a lot like Ed Reed today. I mean, he's playing strong safety, not free safety, but he's just been around the football in pass plays, on run plays, everywhere.
Now on this 4th and 11 with 46 seconds left to go here in the half. It looks like they're going to call an offensive play.
Yeah, I guess they don't trust their punter to do a coffin corner or anything like that, so won't be losing too much field position if you don't get it here.
And, there's 46 seconds left. If you don't get it, not enough time for them to have a full series. So I like this decision here.
Yeah. Again, watch out for Drew Stevens. I think he's playing the slot.
Trips right as Oblachinsky takes a snap. Has a nice pocket and looks up. Tries to find Beckett. And it is picked off by Middlesex County.
Yeah, Donnerson.
And he has a lot of room to run. He goes to his right, and he is hit hard by Al Tariq Jones of Union High School. What a play. That one will be on the replay monitor for sure.
And Stevens got ripped down by number 75 from Middlesex County. Really late hit, Jermaine Pimentel. And Stevens is livid. But, yeah, like we said, Brevin Donnerson, Carson, tell me if this makes any sense. Brevin Donnerson, 3rd-team All-State defensive back, but not even All-GMC.
Yeah. If you're watching the replay right now, the hit by Al Tariq Jones is coming right now, and just decleated there.
Yeah, but Donnerson, like we said before, fantastic defensive back for Piscataway this season. He had 3 interceptions, 2 pick sixes.
And as that play is a nice little outside gain of about 6. 21 seconds left in the half. They're trying to get some kind of offense going. Is Tyler Layton of Colonia.
Do they have any timeouts? I don't think they do, right?
They have 2 timeouts, 13 seconds left,
geez.
10 seconds. Layton drops back, scrambles, and he is sacked. 6 seconds left, and timeout is called.
Yeah, there's wasted time on that. They didn't really need to hurry it up there.
Lost about 15 seconds there.
Yeah. Yeah, like we said before, though, Brevin Donnerson, really probably, if I had to pick, he's probably the best player on this field today. 3rd-team All-State as a defensive back for Piscataway, one of the best teams in the state. And, yeah, I mean, it doesn't really make any sense that he's 3rd-team All-State and then not All-GMC, but still a fantastic play. Really leaped up high to make the interception. Really athletic play.
Piscataway has produced a couple NFL players in there. Kyle Wilson, former cornerback for the New York Jets, a first-round pick out of Piscataway High School.
Yes, they've got some talent coming out from defensive back, and Donnerson's going to go to Lackawanna College, where Kevin White went before he transferred to West Virginia.
Yeah, a lot of NFL prospects coming from these schools. It's good to see that. Maybe any of these players on the field right now, do you think they have a shot of going pro?
Like I said before, I think Donnerson is probably the best player on this field, and he has a shot. I mean, he's going to JUCO college, so he could transfer to Division I later.
Lane takes a snap for the last play of the half, rolls to his left, and just bombs it up deep. Jump ball, and wow! The ball got over the pile and almost found.
Yeah, Tristan Weathers almost had that catch there.
Yeah. The ball almost found Weathers, who had nothing but open space in front of him. But the pass falls incomplete, and that brings us to the end of the first half here at Kane University. Union County All-Stars 7, Middlesex County All-Stars 0 at the Snapple Bowl game.
We are back live here at 24th Snapple Bowl, and we're just about ready to get underway. A long delay because of the lightning, almost about an hour and a half, maybe or about an hour. So we're back. Max Shell alongside Carson Beckett here for the second half. Union County up 7-0 over Middlesex County.
And you have to wonder a player's mindset after a long break like that. Are they still ready to play? Are they warmed up? This is how cramps happen after a huge break.
And credit the fans, Carson. A lot of the fans stayed in their seats,
yeah.
So that's pretty good. So here comes Union County right now, number 22, Kevin Miller. Bring the ball up. Nice return there. He gets smacked down. Look at the kicker, Ryan Sakowski, getting in the middle of that pile there.
Yeah, and it's interesting to see like how they'll play the personnel too, because I'm sure they had a plan in the beginning of the game of like which quarterback, which running back to take which series. But after an hour and a half break, do you abide by those plans? Because if someone's just not loose and just not ready to play, you're putting them at a health risk, I feel.
Exactly.
So it's very interesting to see how it plays out from here.
This is a big game, Carson, but this is also an all-star game. Got to be careful with the health of these players. Some of them are going to be playing at the next level. You don't want to ruin their next season.
Yeah, exactly.
So here comes, looks like Hairston will be back in at quarterback. He's the one who threw the touchdown pass earlier. The only score of the game right now, 7-0. Hairston in shotgun formation. He's going to hand it off right now to number 5, and he's breaking a few tackles right now. Terrence Anderson getting in the ball game for the first time today, breaking out of a few tackles, gets a first down. Anderson, who's averaging 7 yards per carry this season, 731 rushing yards with 8 touchdowns.
A very impressive run. You can just see the tired legs out. Not tired, I guess, just not warmed up legs on the defense as hitting and tackling are just not quite as natural as it should be for them.
Anderson, the running back out of Rahway, with a carry there. So here comes 1st and 10 on the 48-yard line, 9:30 left. We are playing 10-minute quarters now, not 12 minutes, due to the lightning delay. So Middlesex County has less time now to make up this deficit. They're going to hand it off once again to Harrison. He breaks another tackle. This time going to be shoved out of bounds, almost no gain there. Number 24 on the play for Middlesex County. That is Naeem Morgan from Middlesex High School making the stop.
Yeah. If you saw, there was a bit of a fumble with snap there, and it was almost like the quarterback was kind of like pushed the ball into the running back's hand. As Harrison never got a grip on it and just kind of like willed it.
Yeah, we're talking about chemistry between quarterback and receiver, Carson. Another really important chemistry is center and quarterback, and they're not familiar with each other. That's why you're seeing so many bobbled snaps here.
Yeah, between snap counts, just knowing where to
the
height of the quarterback. Every quarterback is a different height, so they need it in a different location each time. It's very hard to adjust.
And Harrison feels it cleanly this time. He's going to throw the ball, and he's going to fire complete to his man on the side. That would be looks like Kyrie Rogers, I believe, made the catch on that play.
Yep.
From Linden.
He had a couple receptions in the first half. It was mostly Rogers and Stevens that were getting the majority of action from the receiving game. And that's continuing so far in the second half.
Yeah, Rogers is a big target, 6'4", 165 pounds. He's definitely a guy that can go up and get it. So 8:30 left to go in this third quarter. Union County up 7-0 over Middlesex County. Trying to go for their second straight Snapple Bowl win and reduce that deficit. They're down 14 games to 9 right now to Middlesex County. Try to reduce it to 14-10. Here comes Harrison. He's going to do a pitch, and that's going to be blown up. Nice play by number 8 for Middlesex. Actually, looks like they even Ryan O'Shea from Highland Park, this free safety, all conference free safety from Highland Park. Ryan O'Shea making the stop in the backfield there.
It was a great play by Terrence Anderson to the running back. The pitch was behind him, and he was able to catch it in stride, preventing it from being a much worse play that could have been a fumble or maybe even a defensive touchdown.
So here it is now. We got 4th and 7. They're going to punt it. They ran a fake punt earlier. This time they are going to punt it. And that looks like it might go in the end zone for a touchback. So 7:35 up to go. Actually 7:30 and running. They are doing a running clock. Actually, no, they're going to stop at 7. Right when I said they're going to stop at 7:30. But Middlesex County will get on the field now. And Carson, who do you think they need to go to? I know Drew Stevens has been the big guy for Union County, but who do you think that Middlesex County should look to go here?
I mean, in a game like this, I would just hand it off to Andrew Brzezicki. When you have tired legs or just like not energized anymore, just hand the ball off to him and just let him plow through the middle of the field. And it'll catch them off guard. It'll probably cause them to adjust, and that's the move I'll go with right now. Because we know Brzezicki can run, and we know he can just lower the shoulder in the hole.
So it looks like Turner is in the shotgun formation right now. Just Turner, the Edison quarterback. He's going to hand it off to his running back. Looks like Michael Liberty. Actually, Quartius Bird with the carry there. Gains a couple of yards.
Quartius Bird, a very good running back as well. 8.8 yards per carry this season. All conference, over 1,000 yards, double-digit touchdowns. Just an overall very good running back for Carteret this year.
Yeah, absolutely. Second down, it looks like about 8 yards now at the 22-yard line. 7 minutes left to go in this third quarter. Bird and Justin Turner in shotgun. They have motion. Bird's going to get the carry again, and once again he gets stopped for little to no gain.
Yeah, I think in the second half we're going to see even more running than the first half. Just because of the circumstances with the weather and it being an all-star game. Most of these players with collegiate careers ahead of them, you're probably going to see a lot of running, a lot of handoffs, a lot of 24 powers and whatnot.
Yeah, and Bird checks out of the game right now, so it'll be 3rd and 6. So might be able to see the arm from Justin Turner here today. Might try to actually go to some of his teammates in Keanu Reed and Nick Yannick. Both his Edison teammates, both playing wide receiver in the Snappable All-Star game. Turner's going to take the snap. He's going to look to his left, and it's incomplete, intended for number 16, Jasim Floyd from Sayreville, who not only, Carson, was all-conference in football, also an all-conference basketball player. He's going to FCS St. Francis next year.
Yeah. And you mentioned earlier about the chemistry of these players, and we saw it right there. Jasim Floyd just not on the same page as the quarterback on that little hook route.
Yeah, and he threw it low to Jasim Floyd. Usually Jasim Floyd is 6'8", 205 pounds. You should throw it high. But incomplete there, and Middlesex is forced to punt. And a dangerous fielding there, but it's going to work out nice for number 16 for Union County. That is junior Gene from Roselle High School, the defensive back. That was a very dangerous catch. He could have been blown up, but he dodged the Middlesex defenders and got a good gain out of it.
And that's another Roselle High School player making a nice play in this game. We've seen plenty of them, whether it's Stevens or the quarterback or whoever, Hairston. And now we have junior Gene in there with a nice return.
Absolutely. So here comes the Union County offense now, and we're going to see a quarterback change. Brian Oblachinsky back in the game. He had a really nice deep throw to Stevens in what feel like forever ago, but now he's got a shot with 5:54 left. Ball on the 31-yard line from great field position. And he's going to hand it off here, and little to no gain there for, looks like, Al Tariq Jones. Yeah. And we are seeing, doesn't look like Roderick Carson or Luke Yakely's on the field right now. They have been on the field for most of this game, getting a breather right now.
Yeah. Well, I believe Yakely played the entire first half, and Carson got one of the 2 series out there. So,
yeah, it is an all-star game. Just rotate in as much as you can.
I would hope to see more of Roderick Carson just because he only got 1 series in the first half.
Yeah, absolutely.
So moving forward, that would be
he's a dangerous edge rusher as well. And here comes, he's going to throw it deep, and no push-off, and he is in the end zone That is number 4 for Brian Bakey from Cranford. He dropped a touchdown earlier. This time he hangs on to it. Could have been a push-off by Ryan Bakey. Kind of used a side swipe on his defender and just kind of pushed him off a little bit, but no flag there. And all of a sudden, Union County is up 13-0 on Middlesex.
And there it is. It's back to that chemistry. The first touchdown was Harrison to Stevens, Roselle to Roselle. Now we have Oblachinsky to Bakey, Cranford to Cranford.
Absolutely.
Chemistry.
Like the chemistry. They look to their targets, and they don't really. There are other guys talented on the field, but if you don't trust them like you do your own teammates.
But what's going to be forgotten about that play is defensive tackle T.J. Townsend of Old Bridge got right to the middle, penetrated, caused a lot of pressure.
And the extra point is no good, so 13-0. A lot of kicking struggles today for both sides. We had a couple missed field goals, and now an extra point was missed by Freeman.
During this short interim of play, I think it's important to mention what the Snapple Bowl is mainly about, and it does raise a ton of money that goes to charity. All the money raised from the Middlesex County All-Stars and their families and fans goes to Lakeview School for Cerebral Palsy in Edison. They've raised lots of money, and for Union County All-Stars, their fans and families, their proceeds go to Children's Specialized Hospital of Mountainside. Over the years, they've raised almost $600,000. Last year set a record raising $55,000. So this year, we don't have numbers in yet, but hopefully we can top that.
They'll definitely hit $600,000 overall since they started doing the Snapple Bowl back in 1994. This is the 24th Snapple Bowl, and yeah, so they're definitely gonna hit $600,000. Just a really big credit to I know Marcus Borden, who runs it. He's done a really great job of doing this and making sure all the proceeds go to charity. So it's a really good cause that they're doing right now. Playing for more than just football right now.
Yeah.
And we're going to have a kickoff now. Middlesex get the ball. A spin from Henry. Look like Keyshawn Henry getting on that.
It was a nice return. He was able to find the lane. Had a very good spin in there. Threw off a couple defenders. Got extra 5 or 10 yards out of it.
Yeah, Keyshawn Henry, the wide receiver from Woodbridge. Really nice return there. He has a kick return touchdown this year. He's named all conference for his kick returning. And, yeah, like we said, he has 445 yards receiving, 9 touchdowns. Definitely got to keep an eye out for as he's playing in the slot today. So Tyler Layton will be in at quarterback for Middlesex County with 4:55 up to go in the third quarter. Ball on the 25-yard line.
And you have Andrew Brzezicki in as a wingback right now. Look for them to try and get him the ball.
Layton fakes the handoff. He's going to roll to his left, throw to Brzezicki, and he almost sheds a tackler, but a nice tackle there by number 45 for Union County. And that is Malachi Mathis from Elizabeth. He was second team all-Watchung division, making a nice tackle on a big running back in Andrew Brzezicki.
A very common trend of the Middlesex County All-Stars offense today has just been these little flare routes by the running back, the wing back, or the fullback, and just trying to get a couple yards. And I feel like if they expanded their playbook more and tried like some down-the-field passes, that would, at this point in the game, it's definitely open. It's definitely there for the taking for them.
Absolutely. So right now, 4 minutes left. Like you said, Carson, there's only 14 total minutes left. They're down by 2 scores. Probably should try to air it out a little bit more and see what the big arm of Tyler Layton could do. The southpaw. He's going to throw it here. He is going to throw it long. This is a pass that is dropped by number 16, Jasim Floyd, the big target out of Sayreville, 6'8", 205 pounds. Going to play Division I football next year at St. Francis. 6'8" tight end could not get up and get it.
That was a tough one. He had it in his hands. Very well defended, that pass was, and just couldn't corral it.
So we're going to have 3rd down and 10 from the 25-yard line. So once again, I think they might just try to air it out again and see what they can get up. Yeah, they might try to go again at Jasim Floyd again. I mean, there's no one really that big on Union County that can guard him like that.
Yeah.
I mean, he's a big 6'8" target. I mean, that's the basketball size.
Yeah. Well, the question now, with about 14 minutes left to go, is it 4-down territory in a game like this?
Yeah, it might be.
So we might see just like try and get a run up the middle for 5 yards and make 4th down easier,
yeah,
too.
Exactly. Here comes Layton. He's going to roll to his right now. He's going to roll back to his left, and he's going to get sacked.
It's just a swarm of Union County defenders.
Yeah. Number 58, Brett Roesso from Johnson High School got there first. He'll get credit for the sack. So 3:40 left to go, and it looks like they're just going to punt it again.
Yeah, 4th and 18 or whatever it is, it's definitely not worth going for, especially when you're on your own 15-yard line.
Yeah, Roesso's also a star on the lacrosse team. He had 11 goals, and he got a sack there. He only had 1 sack all season, but he gets one in the All-Star game. We have a timeout, looks like.
Timeout called by the Middlesex County All-Stars.
It's an interesting timeout because now we have 2 timeouts, and really now, Carson, I think they might go back to what you were saying before, and they might think about, I know it's 4th and 18, but that timeout they might try to go for it here.
Yeah, I'm sure if I'm a Union County coach, I'm telling everyone to beware of the fake punt.
Yeah.
That's definitely something, especially now with the timeout being called, something to watch out for as they're keeping the same personnel on the field.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't understand why they would call a timeout if they're just going to punt it like usual, but
perhaps there was a formation issue.
Yeah, maybe. But Union County actually ran a fake punt earlier that worked to perfection, and so Middlesex County will just punt it off here. High kick, but very short. And that hits off a Union County defender, number 46, and it'll be Middlesex County ball. That was number 46 for Union County.
That was Cameron Yeldell of Linden High School, just not aware. What they usually do when that happens is a punt goes up. If it's short, everyone should be yelling poison, poison, or whatever word you have for it, and just get away. And obviously, Yeldell did not hear that call, and it cost his team.
It did, and that's something that you could do. A lot of people do that, Carson, in Madden, where they punt it short on purpose, and that all of a sudden just hits off one of the guys, and you can get that football. And maybe that wasn't drawn up, but I guess the coaches for Middlesex will say, oh, no, that was how we planned it.
Oh, of course. Whatever, if anything ever goes your way, whether it's football or just life, it's always planned.
It was always planned, exactly.
Yeah.
So we got 1st and 10 now at the 34-yard line off a muffed punt, I guess you can call it, by Yeldell, but hit off his back. Middlesex jumped on it on a short punt, and here comes Layton's going to pitch it, but they sniffed that out from the beginning.
That was a dangerous play, pitching it to a guy who was, I guess, already engaged with a defender.
Yeah, exactly. Robert Moshicki from Brearley High School, first team All-Union Division, snuffed that from the beginning.
And as another,
on Brzezicki, yeah.
Another dink and dunk play by the Middlesex County All-Stars.
Yeah, they don't have time, yeah.
They had the one attempt. To Junior Jean. Not Junior Jean, pardon me, the tight end. But aside from that one fade down the sideline, it's been all short plays the entire game.
And here comes Layton with, looks like Brzezicki next to him. He's going to fire it, and it is complete to Tristan Weathers from Colonia. So the Colonia connection working there. Weathers, who had 255 yards with Layton as his quarterback, 2 touchdowns, 9.8 yards per catch. Also had a kick return touchdown as well. So Tristan Weathers, a very dangerous wide receiver, especially when he's playing with his quarterback, Tyler Layton.
However, despite that catch, it's still 3rd and 12 because of the abysmal play that was first down, that shovel pass.
And again, that wasn't that big of a pass either. That was just a quick out route. If I'm Middlesex here, I mean, you got to start throwing it deep, especially with a big target like Jasim Floyd, who could just go up and get it. So 3rd and 12 now. And they're going to get offside, so they might pick up 5 yards, or they're going to call it a false start. We'll see what the refs say.
I believe Anthony Villavicencio jumped on the offensive side for Bishop Bar, from Bishop Bar. Let's see what they call here.
They're moving back. It looks like they're...
Here comes the call.
Oh, they're going to call it offside, so it makes it a much more manageable 3rd down now. 3rd and 7 on the 39-yard line.
I think that call caught everyone in the stadium off guard.
Yeah. So 3rd and 7 on the 37-yard line, I should say.
And maybe that's the spark that the Middlesex needs to just get this offense going.
Exactly. They need something right now.
You would have thought the muffed punt would have done it, but after that 2 plays, -2 yards.
You know what? If they can't get anything going on offense, they might just try to run that again. Layton's going to fire, but this is complete for a 1st down, the first big play of the day. for passing the ball for Middlesex County.
That was Deshaun Smith with the catch out of South Plainfield High School, and a very good route. He found himself wide open.
Absolutely. So, yeah, Deshaun Smith getting the catch.
And he's another big target for Middlesex. 6'3", 195. Not quite as big as Jasim Floyd, but definitely a target that they should look towards more.
Absolutely. Here comes Tyra Layton now. Andrew Brzezicki next to him. And he's going to throw it. Actually, he's going to give it to Brzezicki. Nice fake there. Brzezicki rumbles for a first down. The big guy getting it done.
In my opinion, they should have been doing that since halftime. They wasted 8 minutes so far, just kind of these dink and dunk passes. First handoff to Brzezicki is a 12-yard gain.
Exactly. So now we're on the 40-yard line with about 2 minutes left to go in this third quarter. Middlesex down by 13. Tyler Layton in that quarterback for Middlesex. Really just a defensive game so far from both sides, Carson, as offenses have been struggling to find anything. But Middlesex is going to try to change that now as Layton drops back. He's fakes it, throws it deep, and that's just going to fall incomplete.
Yeah,
big hit, yeah.
He got rocked as he was throwing that one.
Yeah, that was number 31 for Union County. That is Brian McGovern from Cranford High School. The linebacker making a big hit, and that caused that pass to sail.
It almost seems that the Union County All-Stars is just Roselle and Cranford.
It is, yeah.
As we're seeing a lot of players from those two schools just excelling right now. Whether it's Hairston or Stevens or Beatty or whoever it is, they're just playing very well. Bakey, pardon me.
And here comes Layton. He's going to fake it. He's going to run it himself now. Gets nothing. Stopped there by number 44, Jeff Gagum from Westfield High School. So again, now it's Carson 3rd and 10 here. You're going to try to go deep to one of the big targets?
I think you have to either 3rd and 10, either that or you try and hand it off to Brzezicki or Bird or Liberty and try and get like 5 or 6 yards to make 4th down more manageable.
Yeah. Yeah, that could be smart here. So 3rd and 10, less than a minute left to go in this third quarter. Ball on the 40-yard line. Middlesex County is trying desperately to get on the board here. Layton with Brzezicki next to him in shotgun formation. Trips right. Layton's going to throw it, and it is complete. And almost he gets out of the tackle, and he's running down the sideline, and he's brought out of bounds. Can't quite see the number yet, but yeah, number 4.
Deshaun Smith
again, yeah.
I don't believe his name was called once in the first half.
No.
Right, this series, he's making his name known right now.
And he tiptoed. He broke 2 tackles, and while tiptoeing down the sideline, which is very impressive from Deshaun Smith from South Plainfield High School.
Yeah, I think everyone thought he was down.
I thought he was down, yeah.
The first down.
Down or out of bounds, but he stayed in bounds and got another 15 yards out of it.
Looks like we have a player down here for the Union County All-Stars.
Yeah, that's not what you want to see in an all-star game right now.
You can't see, I believe it's number 10. I can't exactly read that.
I think it's, yeah.
I want to say number 10, which would be Stephen Carras of Roselle Park High School, defensive back.
Yeah, first team all-Union division. He had an interception, a forced fumble. Also a star quarterback who had, for Roselle Park, he was a quarterback for the team. 361 passing yards, 42% completion rate, almost 400 rushing yards, 5 rushing touchdowns, 5 yards per carry. He's down right now for Roselle Park. Hopefully he's all right.
It would appear like it's just a cramp. He's sitting up, so
yeah, that's what you hope right now.
Presumably it's the lower body injury, which is probably either a trolley horse or a cramp or something of the sorts.
So now it is 1st and 10, not 1st and goal. The ball's on an 11-yard line right now. 34 seconds left to go in this third quarter. As we believe Stephen Karras, the defensive back from Roselle Park, is down on the field right now. Like we said, Karras was a star defensive back for his team. He also played a little wide receiver, a little running back, a little quarterback. Did almost everything that Roselle Park asked him to do this season. And he's up and walking to the sideline now.
Yeah, I believe that is actually Junior Gene, number 16.
Another Roselle guy, second team All-Valley division. He had 73 tackles and a pick on the year. And Junior Genius being helped off to the side, limping gingerly right now as we're going to have 1st and 10 for the Middlesex County offense on the 11-yard line. Trying to get on the board here. They're down by 13 with 34 seconds left to go in the third quarter. Layton with Bird next to him. And looks like Bird's not going to get much on that play. A swarm of Union County defenders gets them.
Yeah, it's like they're just trying to push the pile forward to get as many yards as possible, but not much give from the Union defense.
No, absolutely not. So it'll be 2nd down and 8 on the 9-yard line. So now Layton's going to fire it, and it's complete to once again to Shai Smith. He's stopped just short of the 1st down marker.
And the goal line as well.
Yeah, and the goal line is the 1st down marker is literally on the 1-yard line, and it looked like actually that the player who stopped him was the guy that we thought was hurt before, and that was Karras.
And it looks like it might be a 1st down. It's hard to tell from this angle. It's definitely not a touchdown, but it could be 1st and goal. That rare scenario where you have a yard in between the two lines and they just found the middle.
And that'll end the third quarter right now as we're going to go to the final quarter of play in this 24th annual Snapple Bowl. Right now, Union County all over Middlesex County, 13-0, trying to go for their 2nd straight Snapple Bowl victory. Middlesex County historically has dominated this game. They're 14. They've won 14 out of the 23 games against Union County, but last year Union County beat them 13-7. So if Middlesex County gets a touchdown here, it could have the same exact score that we had last year.
Yeah. And while we have this break in the action, let's also remind our listeners and watchers that this is also an all-star game of sorts for the cheerleaders, as many cheerleaders from all across the two counties are here today, the select few that were nominated by the committee who picks this stuff. So congratulations to all of them who are here today.
I'm sure you want to be a part of that committee, right? That picks out.
Of course, like. But more importantly, a football game is going on here, and an interesting one now too, as Middlesex is knocking on the door of scoring. As it looks like it's going to be 3rd and inches on the 1-yard line. So if they gain a couple inches, you get a 1st down, but not a touchdown. So do you just go for a QB sneak here and try and get the 1st?
Yeah, you might be able to. Even if the QB sneak could probably just get a touchdown as well.
Yeah, so.
And Layton's going to run it. I mean, with Brzezicki blocking, I mean, they're actually going to hand it off here to Carlton Coleman. He gets stopped just short. Is he in?
There's no touchdown signal, but I believe.
And he is a touchdown. Carlton Coleman, the big running back / fullback from Monroe, getting it done there.
That was just a show of brute strength there.
Yeah,
by
Coleman, the big running back, 5'9", 230 pounds, committed to play at Rowan University, which is Division III, with actually Michael Liberty, his backfield partner today. He's all conference. He had 1,400 yards as basically a fullback for Monroe, 7.5 yards per carry, 16 touchdowns on the year as well. Probably a lot of them coming on that goal line play because he's so big.
Yeah, that's a very, very impressive numbers for the year.
Yeah, for a fullback. And that's extra point is up and good. So right now we have the same exact snappable score that we had last year. Union County up 13-7 on Middlesex County. And we're going to, of course, like we said, once again, this isn't just about the game. This is also about how the charity and how they're donating all the proceeds to charity. They've raised almost $600,000 since 1994. And last year they raised $55,000. And like you said before, Middlesex is donating to the Lakeview School for Cerebral Palsy in Edison, and Union County is donating the proceeds to Children's Specialized Hospital of Mountainside. So really doing a lot of great work. And it's a really entertaining game, but also it's helping out a lot of kids who need it right now.
Yeah, and showing while these guys are all opponents on the field right now, off the field, everyone's just trying to work for a greater cause, which is much more important than any Snapple Bowl will ever
And
be.
they posted videos of actually the players visiting their respective hospitals and seeing the kids' faces light up when these players visited them, making signs for the pep rally. It was really touching to watch it, and the Snapple Bowl is really just a great organization run by Marcus Borden.
Yeah. As we get back away in the game here, it's important to note it's a close game here. Middlesex has 2 timeouts though instead of 3, if you remember that punt from earlier.
And that kick might go out of bounds, and I don't know why he fielded it. They could have gotten on the 35-yard line, but it's a decent return. Only takes it to the 20-yard line, but not a good play there from number 3, Chris Mccreary from Elizabeth High School. That could have went out of bounds and got the ball to the 35. Very close to going out of bounds.
It was going to, I believe, if you didn't pick it up. Like, it bounced and just veered immediately left.
So Sakowski from Spotswood, the kicker, got bailed out there. And we're going to have another quarterback change as we're going to see Gerald Harrison III from Roselle take the field. And we'll see the Middlesex County All-Star defense try to hold them here. 9:48 left to go in this game. Does Middlesex have any life in them left to get back in this game?
As I was saying, they wasted a timeout, I feel, right before that muffed punt. Maybe like that was the designed play.
Maybe it was. Now I'm thinking about it.
If it wasn't, then that's a waste of a timeout.
And a direct snap to a running back, and that's going for nothing.
Yeah, and that could cost them. It's like a couple first downs, this game could be over because the way the clock's been running, the way they've been just moving the chains almost at will, Union County has. It's going to be a difficult road for Middlesex to get back and steal this game.
Absolutely. So almost 9 minutes left to go in this 24th annual Snapple Bowl. Union County up 13-7 on Middlesex County, which was the exact score that we had last year in the Snapple Bowl. Harrison now. He's going to pass it. He's got a wide open man. He's going to throw it to another guy, though. Might be picked off. And that is picked off by number 2, Jaylen Harris from Carteret High School. Coming up with a big play. He had number 15. Harrison had number 15. Kyrie Rogers from Linden High School wide open for easy first down, but he said he tried to go deep. And Harris was right there to stop him.
He was trying to throw across his body, and it just did not work out. As always, when you're rolling to your opposite side, trying to throw across your body on the run, it's very difficult. And we saw it caused an underthrow and pass, an interception. Now the whole complexion of the game is just flipped around.
Yeah, as Harris had 3 interceptions on this year. He's all white division as a defensive back. As a cornerback, he had 3 interceptions and also a fumble recovery. He gets another interception, big-time interception there from Jaylen Harris, the Carteret stud. And now Tyler Layton back in the game. Interesting to see that Justin Turner has not played this entire second half so far. Layton's going to hand it off to Carlton Coleman, the big guy rumbling for a few yards. Gets close to that first down marker.
It's a yard or 2 short, it seems. And that's what they should stick it with Coleman and Brzezicki, the 2 power backs on this roster. And just keep running. Just keep ground and pound it.
And now, Carson, amazingly, the clock might be on Middlesex's side now. As if you get close to that end zone, you might try to think about it. Can we run this clock down as far as possible?
Right. Well, it's important. A touchdown ties it. The extra point would give them the lead.
Yeah, and
so
there's no John Stott in this game. It's not guaranteed.
Yeah. A nice little bubble screen there.
Yeah. See who that is right now. I believe it was number 5 for Middlesex, Tashai Smith, once again, just coming up big from South Plainfield High School.
Very well executed bubble screen, which has been a go-to in this offense, which, hey, I've been knocking a little dink and dunk earlier, but now it seems like the way the game has just totally changed, the dink and dunk offense might be what you want to go with when you're trying to run out the clock slowly but still move forward.
Middlesex County 36 yards from the lead, or at least a tie here. Birds can take the handoff. Nice spin out of a tackle, and he gets a few yards there.
Bird signaling first down, although he was clearly
it wasn't that close.
3 or 4 yards short of the first down marker. But hey, love the enthusiasm.
Hey. Yeah, his depth perception is just a little off there, but
hey, maybe he confused the yellow line and the 30-yard line for like the computerized yellow line.
Yeah, probably. He was like, wow, Snapple is really high tech here. Yeah, Bird over 1,000 yards, all conference running back from Carteret. So 2 Carteret players coming up big here, Bird and Jaylen Harris with a big-time interception. Layton with Bird next to him in shotgun formation. Coleman in motion. Goes back to his right. And fake handoff. He's going to throw it. Try to go to Coleman. And once again, Layton got rocked. Incomplete.
It looks like that ball was deflected by Bryce Wilson of Union High School, the linebacker, who was able to just penetrate and get a hand up and knock the ball to the ground.
So we're going to have 3rd and 4 now on the 30-yard line. Middlesex County, 7 minutes left to go in this game. Middlesex is down by 6 points, 13-7. So 3rd and 4. Carson, who do you think you would go to here? You try to run up the middle, maybe Brzezicki or Coleman again?
Yeah, it looks like Brzezicki's in the game, and he's going to line up to the right side.
Yeah, I would be surprised if they don't hand it off to him here.
Or even just like a little play-action flare pass, something like that.
And they're actually going to pass it, and they're going to throw it quick. And did he catch that? Whoa. Wow, Deshaun Smith was not expecting that ball. He reached out with one hand, Odell Beckham Jr. style. Caught that pass, bobbled it, and still held on while he was being tackled. First down, Deshaun Smith coming up huge in this game from South Plainfield High School.
I was about to make a comment like, oh, that pass is behind him, the chemistry is off, but he somehow corralled it.
Yeah, Layton threw it. It was a curl route by Deshaun Smith, and he wasn't even done with his curls, so he didn't even see that ball come until literally the last second, but he still made the catch.
Has to be the play of the game so far.
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
I mean, even though it was only a 6-yard gain on a 3rd and 4, that was
amazing.
Huge. That kept the drive alive.
Brzezicki with the handoff here. Guess almost nothing, but yeah, Deshaun Smith, Odell Beckham Jr.-like catch, and like we said that, one of his teammates, Eben Robinson, another wide receiver, I think from Piscataway, his cousin is Odell Beckham Jr., and he actually said that Odell Beckham Jr. is the one that pushed him to play football because he's such a big target, I think at 6'4", so Odell Beckham pushed him to play football. I believe has an offer from Army right now, so it'll be interesting to see where he ends up going.
Yep.
And Layton's going to hand it off here to the big guy, Carlton Coleman, the fullback from Monroe. Barrels forward, gains a few extra yards after contact. So it'll be 3rd down.
I think it's safe to say I would not be a good head coach because my game plan of giving it to Brzezicki and Coleman has gained them 3 yards on 2 carries here. So
yeah. 3rd and 7 here. Sorry, Carson. We appreciate you more up here in the broadcast.
I'll stick to commentating right now.
So 3rd and 7 on the 22-yard line. Now, Carson, with about 5 minutes left, I definitely think this is about 4-down territory now, right?
I think for sure. So you don't need the first down. You don't need all 7 yards right now.
Yeah. And Layton's going to drop back. Going to throw it to Deshaun Smith, and that's a wide open double move. Touchdown, Deshaun Smith. Carson, you saw that double move he put on that corner.
Incredible move by Deshaun.
Wow.
It fooled me. I thought it was going to be a curl. And
yeah, so did I. If I was a corner, I would have gone for the curl route as well. Deshaun Smith gets Middlesex County tied 13-13, 5:09 left. And now comes that crucial extra point from Ryan Sakowski. He missed about 30-yard field goal before. Hit the extra point for the other touchdown. Can he hit it here and take the lead?
It was Stephen Karras, the Roselle Park High School on the defense there, who was just fooled.
Yeah.
As the kick is up.
And it is good. And Middlesex County being down 13-0 to start the 4th quarter. In about 5 minutes, they go from being down 13 to up by 1. Storming back is Middlesex County, led by Deshaun Smith.
Yeah, I'm sure the question that Justin Turner and Tyler Layton are asking themselves right now is, where was Deshaun Smith in the first half?
Exactly.
Because he has been incredible so far. He has, 4 or 5 receptions already this half?
Yeah.
A crucial one-handed 3rd down catch. The 3rd down in the first touchdown drive that he has stayed up.
Who's that wide receiver in the Super Bowl for the Seahawks who just came out of nowhere? He was like the Foot Locker cashier, I think. He came out of nowhere. He was huge in that. Deshaun Smith.
Yes.
I forgot who it was. I forgot his name, but he's playing just like him right now. Yeah. He's coming out of nowhere.
And the Middlesex fans are pumped up right now. The crowd is very into it, despite the hour-and-a-half delay or whatever
exactly,
it was. They are still dedicated to this game. You love to see that.
So now it'll be interesting to see what quarterback comes out for Union County. Both quarterbacks finding success here today.
Well, they've been doing alternating possessions, and I believe that would be Oblachinsky is up next in the alternate.
I believe so too. So Sakowski's going to kick it off here. Almost got a penalty for kicking it out of bounds, but he got saved there. Another kick to the left side, this time received by number 22. A nice juke move there, another spin, but he doesn't get away from them there.
He barely gets back to the 20, so it's about equivalent to a touchback.
Yeah, Kevin Miller wants to get from Hillside High School. Gets back to the 20-yard line. So 5:02 left. Middlesex County up by 1 against Union County.
And it is Oblachinsky who is coming on the field as quarterback to lead this fourth quarter game-winning drive. Hey, Oblachinsky found success earlier looking to his teammate, Ryan Bakey of Cranford. So look for that chemistry, that connection. It worked earlier.
I think Bakey caught the touchdown from Hairston, right? I believe threw that touchdown.
No, I believe that was Oblachinsky.
Oh, it was Oblachinsky. It was, yeah.
Hairston threw it to Stevens.
Of course, yeah. That chemistry there. So Oblachinsky might be looking to Bakey again here. No, he's actually going to hand it off to Al Tariq Jones. Nice stiff arm. Gets to the side and a late hit, and that's a 15-yard penalty. Big mistake there by the Middlesex defense.
That was Brevin Donnerson, who has been playing very well.
Yeah, the interception before. Donnerson, third-team All-State this season. Makes a bad mistake there.
Some mental error, mental miscues that would drive any head coach crazy during the regular season.
So Al Tariq Jones gets about a 5-yard run, but you got to tack on 15-yard penalty.
Yeah. And you got to credit, like if it wasn't for that stiff arm, that he very easily could have been tackled, there would have been no 15-yard penalty. So that's what little things in the game can have a huge impact. Just that extra fight, to fight for that extra half yard he's going to get out of that stiff arm.
Yeah. So 4:54 left in this game. Union County down by 1. Kicking has been a big problem for them. They missed a couple field goals, Freeman did, and he also missed an extra point. So if you get in position, coach has got to know, like, he's got to ask Freeman, like, what is your range? Like, what are you comfortable kicking right now?
I think you have to defer to the kicker. Whatever he says he's comfortable with in a game like this, you need to trust him. Because if you don't have trust in him, he's not going to do well.
And Luke Yakeley and Rodder Carson both in the game right now. They're going to do looks like an end around. He's just going to be tackled.
I'm not sure if that was a designed reverse or if he just like countered back when he saw the lane, but
yeah, number 2.
Whatever it was did not work well for Justin Beckett.
Yeah, Justin Beckett. That was like they handed it off to him, and it looked like he was going to pass it.
Yeah, it was.
And then he just started running around.
It was a confusing play that ended up in an 8-yard loss, I want to say.
Yeah, that basically almost negates the 15-yard penalty.
It's even worse than that. You go from either having 2nd and 9.
Yeah.
And now it's 2nd and 17 or 18.
Yeah. So ball on the 29-yard line right now. So, yes, 2nd and 18. 4 minutes left to go in the Snapple Bowl. Union County down by 1 with the ball, but it is 2nd and very long right now.
Stevens in motion.
And he's going to low snap, but Oblachinsky's going to fire it across his body.
He has a man.
And complete to number 24. Michael Barletta from New Providence High School makes the catch there. Barletta listed as a defensive back. Comes up big with the catch as wide receiver.
And that's a huge play. About a 19-yard gain on 2nd and 18. Like, what more could you ask for from your team?
Yeah, Barletta, who has 501 receiving yards, 3 touchdowns, and 18.6 yards per reception. So that's basically been the average yards he's been getting on each catch. But a big one there. Gets a first down. So it'll be 1st and 10 on the 50-yard line for Oblachinsky and this offense. Right on the Kane logo. Oblachinsky's going to fire it. Another time to Barletta. He gets it, and he's going to be stopped right at the 30-yard line.
It seems in the second half, these teams are finding these new receivers for the first time.
Exactly. Yeah, it seems like
Keyshawn Smith for Middlesex. And now Barletta for Union is working very well.
Yeah, it seemed like in the first half, the quarterbacks are just kind of going to their targets that they had in high school, usually as a crutch, because they don't really want to test out these other
Right.
guys. And now they're trying to spread the ball out a little more. So right now it would be about a 48-yard field goal, which I believe is way out of his range. But Obachitsky's going to roll to his right, fire it, complete to his receiver.
I believe
That
that is Josh
is-
Beckett.
Yeah, Justin Beckett
Justin
again.
Beckett, yeah.
Justin Beckett coming up big for Union County right now.
Now with 2 minutes, 46 seconds left to go, there's I believe it's first and goal. Are they inside? Yes, they are. First and goal from the 6. And yet again, this game has just turned around
Beckett.
entirely.
Yeah, Carson Beckett played running back and quarterback at his school. He only had 1 catch for 9 yards in his career.
Wow.
So he's coming up big as a wide receiver today, playing a brand new position basically. First team all Watchung division from Union. Now direct snap, yeah. And that's a touchdown. That is number 21, Nick Fischetti from Johnson High School, first team all Valley division, almost 1,000 yards on the season, averaging 10.4 yards per carry. And Union County is up 19-14 on Middlesex County with the extra point coming. Actually, yeah, you're right. Mr. Herring's pointed out they're going to go for 2 here to go up by 7.
Yep. Smart decision by the coach here. There's a 5-point lead and a 6-point lead. Not much of a difference. But a 7-point lead.
So all of a sudden, Carson, we go from a 7-0 first half to a 19-14 second half. So the offenses really came alive in the second half.
Yeah. It's like they're in the power eye.
Yeah, that lighting delay must have done really wonders for the offensive coordinators for each side. And they're going to do a fake handoff.
Oh,
Obachitsky's
he's
going to
open.
fire it, and that's a wide open.
open.
To number 3, Chris Mccreary from Elizabeth High School makes the catch, it looks like.
And that's beautifully drawn up play. Got the fullback wide open in the flat.
Actually, check that. That's number 9, A.J. Smith, the fullback tight end from Rahway. So 2:15 left to go in this game. Middlesex County down by a full touchdown and extra point now. And it'll be interesting to see. I believe Tyler Layton will probably come back out again, as Justin Turner hasn't played for much of the second half.
And I think what we've seen today is that the Union County quarterbacks are just better than the Middlesex County quarterback.
Yeah.
We've seen both Harrison and Oblachinsky have proven they can throw deep, they can throw accurate, they can throw short. Sure, there's been an interception, but they're throwing the ball and throwing it well, and it's worked phenomenally.
So we're going to have kickoff here. So, Carson, if you're Middlesex County's offensive coordinator, what game plan are you going to draw up here on almost a 2-minute drill?
A lot of out patterns, a lot of corner routes, trying to get catches near the sideline and get out of bounds, and keep the clock on your side as much as you can. It's tough with 2 minutes, 50 seconds to go, and only 2 timeouts. So you got to work very hard to get out of bounds on every play.
Yeah, and if I'm Union County's defensive coordinators, I am keying in on Deshaun Smith.
Yes.
From South Plainfield High School. He's a guy you definitely have to watch out for. Looks like Layton's favorite target now today. So definitely a guy he's been going to early and often in this second half. A deep kick, a nice kick there. It's going to be fielded by Keyshawn Henry. Henry makes a move, trying to go to the sideline. He's running backwards now, and he's tackled. Number 10, Stephen Karras from Roselle Park High School. The defensive back makes a stop before the 20-yard line.
Karras making up for that poor display of defensive coverage on the touchdown earlier to Deshaun Smith when he got burned easily. Now proving his worth in the special teams unit. And 2:07 left to go here, and this is the 2-minute drill, quite literally, for the Middlesex offense. Let's see who comes out as quarterback.
Yeah, it's interesting to see as their offense is still not out. So they're going to have to go 84 yards, Carson, in order to tie this game with 2:07 left. And I'm not sure Snapple Bowl rules. I don't know if they do overtime or they just call it a tie. I don't know what they would do. I think, yeah, Mr. Henry said they might just end it because of lightning delay. So,
yeah. And it looks like it is Layton staying at quarterback here to try and anchor another touchdown drive in this half.
absolutely. Carlton Coleman next to him. The big fullback, Layton's going to take the snap. He's going to drop back, throw it to Jasim Floyd. Intercepted by number 2,
That's
Justin Beckett.
And he is just out of bounds
Yeah.
on the 2-yard line, it looks.
Really,
The cheerleaders think touchdown, but it was not. He was out of bounds.
yeah, so really looked like Jasim Floyd ran the wrong route, or Layton didn't know what route he was running. He was running an out route, and Layton throws a post route and just threw it right to Beckett.
And we've seen that a lot today, whether it's Layton or whoever it is, a lot of miscommunications on
Yeah,
routes.
it's just chemistry.
You know,
yeah.
some routes being run too short or too long, the throws not being on time.
All right, so it looks like we're going to end the broadcast now. So we're going to try to go down and get some interviews with. No? No. Well, Carson's going to keep going then. All right. So, Carson, I'll throw it over to you right now then.
Yeah, I'll carry us through the end of this game. We're going to try and secure some interviews from some of these All-Stars in a very exciting game so far, as they call Beckett out of bounds at the 5-yard line. And with 1:56 left to go, you can imagine they're just going to run until they get either a touchdown or 4th down arises and they kick the field goal. And coming in at quarterback for Union County, it looks like they're going to give it back to Jaylen Harris III, the Roselle. And they have stuck true to their alternating quarterbacks, as we are now joined by esteemed color commentator Christopher the Guru Herring.
Hey Carson, how you doing?
I'm doing well. How are you?
Doing just fine for the last minute 56 of the game.
And here's the handoff, and it goes, and he is in the end zone very easily. That was number 5, Terrence Anderson. And we now have a 27-14 ball game, as Union has all but won this game.
Yeah, the score really doesn't tell you much about the game. It's going to end up probably a 2-score game unless Middlesex can come back and get a couple points on the board. But it was a very tight game all the way through. And Middlesex had every opportunity there at the end to come back and tie it up, or even getting down to that point, they probably would have went for 2. Win-lose situation.
Right.
But they had an opportunity, just didn't quite go their way.
Yeah. And we see that the poor chemistry with Layton and his receivers cost him that interception to Beckett there, which lost him the game, it would seem. But that should not undermine the performance today by Deshaun Smith, who I believe is the Middlesex County offensive MVP of this game. He made a bunch of huge plays, had the touchdown catch on the amazing route, the one-handed snag on a crucial 3rd down earlier, as this extra point is up and off the post. No good. Ricocheted right back to the line.
I think, Carson, we are in a position where we can name our own St. Joe's TV MVPs of the game. So that is something you can do if you so choose to do it. But like you said, chemistry with quarterback, wide receiver, and an all-star game is always going to be an issue, which is why at first we saw a lot of running the ball, trying to do things that way. Because you're installing plays over the course of a week. You can only really do so much, and the easiest plays are dive, power, which everybody knows. So
and it's no fault to the quarterback, to the receivers. It's just, you don't know these guys at all, really. They're thrown on a practice field. Okay, you have a week to play a game. A very difficult job. It's underappreciated how hard these all-star games or Snapple Bowls or Pro Bowls, whatever it may be. Very difficult for the players and coaches.
Yeah, it looked like you could even call a route, and depending on the situation, a receiver may, from his own training, run a route a certain way based on the coverage, and that's a natural thing, an instinctive thing from the past 4 years. Quarterback sees coverage and he expects the route to go a different way. It looked to me like it would be a post route that the receiver ran, and he kept it skiddy, kept it to the outside, and the quarterback looks like he might want to come in front of the face of the receiver, and that's the kind of thing on a timing route. It's going to be intercepted, and it's not the fault of either of them. If it was a regular offense, maybe, but not in that situation.
Right, yeah, when you don't know each other, just each player has different tendencies, and you don't know those tendencies when you only practice for a week.
Right.
So it's tough. As the kickoff here is a squib kick, it seems, and it's picked up by Deshaun Smith, who is running, finds a nice lane, and he gets a pretty good return, brings it up the middle to about the 42-yard line before he is brought down. Deshaun Smith still making plays for Middlesex County All-Stars.
You said a couple times, and the one-handed catch he had over on the far side of the field was impressive, but a lot of little things that he's done along the course of the way to get the passing game going a little bit, little by little bit, to supplement on top of the run game. So, and they have a little bit of time. They have 2 timeouts. You get a quick score, call 2 timeouts, or obviously try an onside kick. It's not out of the question that they could come back or at least make it 1 score.
And they have their huge 6'8" target just seen floating on the outside. Look for him in a jump ball type scenario if they go for that. As I do a bubble screen here to Tristan Weathers of Colonia High School as he is tackled for a 2-yard loss.
I'm probably thinking that they're going to expect pressure on the quarterback, knowing they have to throw the ball. And in an all-star game, offensive line doesn't play together much. Bubble screen could work in that spot, get the pressure coming up the field and dump it right over them. But it's going to be tough now with the clock running. You want to get the ball downfield as much as you can.
It looks like they're isolating Floyd again on the right side with trips left as he drops back to pass. Immediate pressure on his left side. He rolls out, and he has a lane. He cuts to the middle on the left side, and he has a first down and more, and he is brought down at about the opponent's 45-yard line for a 15-yard gain. And an excellent play there by Tyler Layton to keep this game alive.
And Turner, good job of getting out there. A lot of pressure on him. 3 defenders in on his face. Was looking out on the outside receiver, like you said, Carson, and just didn't have the time to put the ball up in the air.
It's Justin Turner. This is his first drive of the second half as they turn to him at quarterback after Layton's interception previously. And now we have 2 receivers on each side of the line. Coleman lined up to Turner's right as they threw a little curl route. And that one goes to, I believe, Tristan Weathers on the outside, who catches it for a nice 9-yard gain or so. Got out of bounds to stop the clock as well. Now it is 2nd and 1 from the Union County 36-yard line. With 37 seconds left here.
Analyzing the game as if though we really think they might go for the 2 possession, get the score, get the onside kick, but I think they're very content to let this clock run down and just try to get the one more
It's
score.
always a possibility. You never know. The Snapple could be very crucial to some players as that one is bobbled on a screen pass and picked up by a lineman, and he is going. That is number 72, Terrell Higgins of Piscataway High School, the offensive guard. It's probably his first ever reception, but
his stat sheet isn't very complex, but 1 reception on there. A deflection went back and forth for a second, ended up in his hands, and you know what? We talked about, it could be fruitful. You just said, Carson, it could be fruitful for some players.
Yeah,
that is no doubt going to be something that Terrell Higgins is going to be talking about for years to come.
It's probably the highlight or one of the highlights of his high school career, that play.
And I bet as the years go on, it gets further removed from the game. It's going to go from a bobble to a catch to a one-handed catch to I was playing receiver to I was the quarterback. I threw it up to myself.
The game-winning touchdown.
Right. That story changes as time goes on.
There was also roughing the passer on that play, so a huge gain for Middlesex as Turner drops back to pass. Clock winding down, and he's running, scrambling for about an 8-yard gain with 5 seconds left, and that should just about do it. And looks like Middlesex County called timeout with 3 seconds to go, so they are going for this touchdown.
Might as well. I mean, get the kids a chance to get one more on there. Someone tossed one of the little Snapple balls on the field, but I think they're going to probably tell the kids to relax on that. But, another chance to get a score in there. It's a good time to throw a lot of thank yous out there. Obviously, Carson Beckett down at the University of Miami, one of their star broadcasters. Max Chadwick is on his way to Newhouse, Syracuse University. James Bledsoe, University of New Haven. So a lot of our best guys going on to college. Thank you to them. Thank you to Kane University for all the work that they've done through the course of the day, setting us up and making sure we're ready to go. Asia Hunter, especially from Kane Live, setting us up with the video feed that you guys are enjoying right now.
It looks like the last snap of the game is about to happen. Turner takes it, drops back, looking into the middle of the end zone, and it falls incomplete, intended for Nick Yannick of Edison High School. And that will end the game of this 24th Snapple Bowl. Union County All-Stars 27, Middlesex County All-Stars 14.
And one more big thank you out to the Snapple Bowl itself. Marcus Borden, a longtime coach, has always been very good to us with St. Joe's Media and allowed us to come in and do this broadcast for everybody today through SJ Media and SJ TV. But really it was a broadcast for all of these schools. And hopefully that these kids will be able to look at this video for quite some time and remember a great opportunity to get out there and not only play the game they love one more time at the high school level, but also support some great causes. specifically the two schools or the two different benefactors of the money raised today, the Lakeview School in Edison and Children's Specialized Hospital in Mountainside. The players themselves visited over the course of the week, along with many other responsibilities and things that they did. But the best part of it is getting the money there to help support those two great causes and two places that do a lot for kids that deserve every bit of the support that they get from this great organization. So thank you, Coach Borden, and thank you to everybody else here at the Snapple Bowl for letting us be a part of this wonderful event.
Very much so. It's much more than just an all-star game for these players. It's like a way to impact the community and give back to the state and the area that has given them so much throughout their high school experience as they move on to college.
And it's great also we have Luke Yakeley and Roger Carson out there for us as St. Joe's guys to see them one more time, but also for St. Joe's to do a little bit too to help promote the event, and for the future we look to be back here helping out for many years to come.
And as the players wrap up shaking hands and dapping it up in the middle of the field, here is Carson's MVP of the game goes to Union County quarterback Brian Oblachinski, who threw 2 touchdowns, including the go-ahead to win the game. Excellent game. Despite an interception, he overcame that for sure. But both he, Harrison, there are a ton of players who could have gotten it. Drew Stevens, Justin Beckett with the game-sealing interception. So many players deserve it. Even on the Middlesex side, Deshaun Smith does a great game. Quarterback Tyler Layton, another amazing game. Justin Turner. But there can only be one Carson's MVP, and it goes to Oblachinski of Cranford High School.
The long-standing tradition John Madden had of giving out the turkey leg. I think Carson had to come back every year and give out an empty Snapple bottle.
Empty Snapple, with the fact that giraffes don't have vocal cords from earlier.
It's important.
Remember that.
It's important information.
Knowledge is power. Looks like they're meeting in the middle to go over just to be together one more time, talk about the greater purpose of this game.
A great symbolism. I see Coach Borden there in the center, probably getting ready to hand out MVP award or award to the winners too. But the real winners are everyone that took the time to come out to the event. A lot of support in the crowd, and halftime that was turned from a 20-minute halftime into a college football-esque hour-plus halftime, as we discussed before during our great amount of time, and all those people that saw the Kane commercials for that. Thanks for sticking with us.
Hour and a half of Kane University commercials.
We'll cut that out of the replay, so you might not know what I'm talking about. But Coach Borden talking to both sides and giving them the applause that they all deserve for coming out and playing. And thanks to all the fans that took their time to come out and watch or to watch on SJTV. Whatever it is, you played a big part in helping this become a great success.
Yeah. And if anyone was wondering, the actual MVP of the game coincides with Carson's MVP. It was Oblachinski of Cranford who was just given the MVP trophy, it seems. So I'm a genius. It's just the moral of the story, and I know everything.
That's a good ending point, I think, Carson, to just reestablish there.
Yeah, just have to make sure everyone knows.
Right, and you could say this may be your last broadcast as a member of SJ Media, but we brought you back this year, so it's impossible to know.
Yeah, huge thank you to SJ. It used to be SJRN, now it's SJ Media, which kind of got me into my broadcasting career. So thank you to you and the rest of SJRN
I think next year we're going to make it St. Joe's Media Group. It sounds more official, and just keep adding letters on.
Yeah, 3 years, 3 different names. It's a perfect
The St. Joe's Media
organization.
Group.
Yeah.
It's a good note.
Yeah.
Good talk. But all right, for everyone still out there listening, thank you very much for tuning in. St. Joe's Media. The live feed will continue on for a couple more minutes as you can watch the teams wrap up on the field and exchange handshakes. But for Carson Coudrier, Max Chadwick, James Bledsoe, I'm Chris Herring, moderator of St. Joe's Media. Thank you very much to everyone for listening, and have a wonderful evening.